Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. Love always wins. And now 3 remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest amongst these is love. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cause Terror. Everybody is under judgment right now. Everybody is under judgment right now. And you're about to see a whole lot of people get karma for agreements that they made and things that they didn't adopt. What is a tether? What is a tether? For people that I say live in the United States, okay, specifically, this would be somebody who maybe their parents just came here 20 years ago or even 30 years ago. They have no connection to anything that had anything to do with building the country. Their parents were not slaves. They were not connected to chattel slavery in any kind of way at all whatsoever. Okay. And their parents migrated to America and they gave birth to their children there, and their children grew up there. So they have no connection to the history of America. They have no connection to chattel slavery in America, no connection to anything at all whatsoever. So they're not going to really fully empathize with any systematic issues and problems going on as a result of history connected to this particular place. And oftentimes, the reason that they're being scrutinized the way they are is because when they come, they come with audacity. Not just that. Tethers are people that grow up without a connection to the history in a country, okay? But they have the audacity to work against people that have been victimized in that country. They have the audacity, okay, to look down on people, to smile in your face, and to pretend as if you're all on one team and you're all aligned and working together. But in actuality, your ass is looking out for self. But because they might look like you might think they're aligned with you, but they're not at all. They make secret contracts with the government to work against people that cannot be deported. Okay. So for somebody, your child's father was trying to sacrifice you, okay? And they got a whole community involved. Your child's father has a friend that is a tether, a Panamanian tether, that is some kind of Boo Boo the Clown, fake wannabe Babalu, okay? They think they have some kind of spiritual ranking. And they were offered, and this happened already in the past, it's just karma's coming out now. They were offered a job in the FBI if they could help to take you out spiritually, using death spells in combination with the isolation and gang stalking program you were entered into. Understand, the tethers, whether they're Puerto Rican tethers, Panamanian tethers, Mexican tethers, Venezuelan tethers, whatever country they're from, whether they're East African, Central, West African, South African, North African tethers, whether they're European tethers from European countries, wherever the tether is from, regardless, when there's an opportunity presented for them to work with the government, that will help boost them to do something to someone that cannot be deported and also cannot be controlled in America, they will, most of them, go ahead and side with the government with no empathy or anything. So whoever you are, you and that has to do also with gang stalking, participation in gang stalking. You would be surprised how many tethers that might be second or third generation tethers are actually a part of your gang stalking programs, but they might not be the foot soldiers on the street. The foot soldiers on the street are usually people that are really, really down bad financially, that are living from hand to mouth. But the actual tethers, those are the ones that get government positions and jobs that are a little bit higher up. And those are the ones that are helping to orchestrate in government institutions these gang stalking operations against you all. And they're the ones that are put in charge of American citizens that are down bad, that are doing the foot gang stalking. They're giving the tethers the federal jobs, okay? Now, you will see them. The reason they do it this way is because you might not know that they're a tether because they might look like you. They might have the same complexion as you, the same features as you. They might walk and talk like you. You might not even know that they're a damn tether because they were born in the U.S. But that is who they have been using like a middleman for this gang stalking against certain ones of you that cannot be deported and you can't be controlled, okay? So your child's father has a friend that is specifically a Panamanian tether. And this person, possibly along with others, they're a wannabe fake ass Bozo the Clown, fake ass wannabe Babalu. Okay, they think they have powers where they don't have any power other than maybe someone that is literally hanging off the edge, about to die. And they was trying to work with your child's father and others to do witchcraft on you to cause you a death and an ending. And if they did this, then because wherever you were, they were having a problem and they were having an issue trying to kill you and get rid of you. And the FBI in your community was working together with these people and they couldn't take you out because these people are stupid and they don't understand when you have divine protection and you have a connection to the ethers and you're spiritually ranked, ain't nothing in heaven or hell gonna touch your ass. But because they stupid and because they slow and they dumb and they just don't understand how you must be a person whose family must be connected to chattel slavery. That means your soul and your lineage went through some kind of refinement that has allowed you to spiritually elevate. It allowed you, it's only through the worst pain sometime that you're able to spiritually ascend and grow and actually attain a spiritual ranking. Okay, so the pressure that makes diamonds is something your bloodline already has gone through. And because they went through that type of pressure, it has created a diamond in you that is uncrushable. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump into this very quick. So somebody, a Panamanian Tether, was trying to do death spells in the past on you, working together, doing magic with your child's father and some others, because the FBI could not kill you, coordinating with the gang stalker foot soldiers that were on the ground. You were too spiritually protected. And they were promised a job, but now they're not going to get that job. So Holy Divine Spirit channel, what you want me to give? There are a whole bunch of people that are going into a cycle of karma right now. And their energy is going to start pouring out one by one by one by one. Yes, baby. Elegua, Yeshua. Yes. See, you chose your path. See, there were two paths that were presented to you. And one, you didn't see any of the obstacles with. And see, the doorway was like a big green heart. You understand? That heart is representing love, empathy, compassion, universal love. And that's what sat in the middle of these two paths, okay? One of the paths that seemingly didn't have any obstacles or bumps, it seemed like an open and shut case. It seemed like something that could be done and hidden and no one would ever know about it, required you not to have any heart. It required you not to have universal love. It required you to act without any empathy and compassion for your fellow man, okay? And seemingly you didn't see any issues on that path, anything that could go wrong, because they seemed like on the physical realm, they had everything planned out and everything was good. The other path was the path of either helping the person by giving them information about what was happening, or choosing to stay away from it altogether and not involving yourself with any toxicity in which you're causing misfortune for others for your own gain and your own benefit. If you didn't want to warn somebody, you could have pulled your energy out and minded your goddamn business and just kept on with your own life, okay? Because you have too much empathy and compassion to do something to someone innocent that has not wronged anyone. So there was a big green heart that sat at the door right behind the Elegua, Yeshua, that mask, the red and the black. There were two paths that could have been chosen here. And both of them required either complete blocking of the heart chakra or using and operating it. And somebody chose the path of closing the heart chakra, not having empathy and compassion for another, and trying to get away with doing something in the dark that they thought would never come to the light. And it's because it was presented to them as something that someone would never find out and they would get away with it. But God sees, baby. However you define God, God sees. God being karma. For every action, there is an equal reaction. And somebody chose their path, and now they're going to get their consequence. Let's go. All right. Give me some energy surrounding this Panamanian Tether and their agreement to try to take somebody out. Illness. It's karma. It's karma time. It's karma time. For every fake ass babaloo out there, for every fake ass person that did not choose love, that did not choose universal love, it's time for your karma now. A lot of y'all done cursed your bloodlines because you could not have enough empathy and compassion to have gratitude and to have contentment. See, the opposite of contentment is greed. That means you had everything that you needed to survive comfortably, but it wasn't what you wanted. So because you were greedy, you attempted to do something to cause misfortune for another person so that you could have more than what you had to survive. Because there are people in the world that have less than that. You understand? Contentment is when all your needs are being met and you have gratitude in your heart that your needs are being met and you're in good health and you got good people connected to you and you're happy and you're healthy. Of course, everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to have multiple homes, one by the beach, one in the woods, by the forest, a cabin, a boat. I want to be able to travel here. Everybody wants that. But everyone don't need that. Somebody had all of their needs met. They had enough money to live comfortably and to eat comfortably and keep a roof over their family's head. But they wanted to be greedy instead of having contentment in their heart. Do you know contentment will lead you on the path of wealth? Having contentment and gratitude for what you have, which is the opposite of greed, will stop you from trying to engage in causing misfortune for others for your own gain, which will result in good karma for you. That means more doors will open to prosperity, abundance, finance. Things will happen along your path that bring good karma and money and wealth and abundance your way without having to hurt another person. You understand? That's what the energy of gratitude will attract toward you, and feeling contentment instead of greed. But no, somebody was greedy instead, and now they got bad karma. Let's go. I have illness, sickness. I have house. I have main female in reverse. I don't know. There could be someone's main woman. She might be sick right now. I have rich lady in the reverse. The audacity of somebody to devalue your life as if theirs is more important than yours. Baby, you could be 10 times more spiritually ranked with a divine purpose on your soul, and you got a ooga booga running around in the goddamn streets, an earthly plane that people might be addressing like some kind of goddamn babaloo, a fake ass babaloo at that. And they feel as though their life is more significant and important than yours. Like their life has more value than yours, and they think they have more spiritual ranking than you. Because you're a woman, or just because they just feel because they earn more money, or are connected to somebody in the government, the FBI. These people are stupid in the eyes of God. They are stupid in the eyes of God. Let's go. What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit regarding whoever this person is. These people are stupid in the eyes of God. However you divine God. Because their ego get them fucked up every time. If you have done it unto the least of my brethren, you have done it unto me. I have growth. I have peace. I have grief, or grief in reverse. I have surrender and adversity. Y'all need to be really, really careful around these goddamn tethers. Somebody said, bitch, ain't one of your parents? Yes. But bitch, I'm talking about where both parents come from another damn country. I'm talking about them motherfuckers that don't have no connection, zero connection to no damn chattel slavery in the goddamn America. They don't empathize. They don't give a fuck about what went on in this country or how things were. They don't know. They don't care to know. They're judgmental as fuck. People need to be careful. Whoever you are, you done got your freedom already. Okay. They'll smile up in your face. Oh, we grew up in the same hood. Yeah, we come from the same community. We grew up in the hood too. I'm just telling you. They'll sit up there and smile up in your face like, nah, we are the same. You know, we all grew up in the same hood. Our kids went to school together. Yeah, but your grandmother didn't come from here. Your grandmother came from Panama. Bitch. Your grandmother came from Dominican Republic. Your motherfucking grandmother came from some goddamn where else. Okay? And she don't share the same history and the same views and see us the same way, regardless if we both went to the same school, even if we lived in the same hood, this, that, and the other. These motherfuckers, what they don't want you to know is their grandparents and great-grandparents that came to the country, okay, even if they grew up in the hood with you, already made secret alliances with the government to do black magic with the government on people that's from here. And usually the kids don't get brought into it or told about it until they get older or later on. That's how they do it. You hear me? Okay, well, if it don't resonate with you, then it's probably not your story. But welcome anyway. But you hear what I'm saying? A lot of these goddamn tethers, regardless of where they're from, whatever culture, again, the kids don't know, especially if the kids grow up in an impoverished community and they go through the same things that you go through. You don't know the difference, especially if they look like you. You understand? Especially if they look like you. But then the thing is, their parents and grandparents already had contracts with the government. That's why they got in the country in the first place, to do black magic and to put hits on people and take people out for the government. That's what they've been doing. And it's not until those kids that you thought was your friends get older that their parents start hooking them up with people in the government that give them goddamn jobs and bring them in on their little secret that they are an informant and that they take people out using black magic and snitch and tell everything else going on in your community. That's what the fuck they do. And when the kids get older, they still grew up in the hood with you, but now their grandparents then introduce them to the FBI, people working in the NSA and the government, and it's like, they're going to get you a job in here. But now they have a connection up in your hood and your community to everybody and know what's going on there too. You understand? And that's what the fuck has been happening. So be careful of them Panamanian tethers, y'all, and all others too. It's not just Panamanians, but be careful of them goddamn tethers. A lot of them get government contracts working with the CIA that live right up in the hood with your ass, and they telling all your business. They doing black magic on your ass and all kind of shit. But still smiling up in your face. What you mean? My son was dating your daughter. Watch them motherfuckers. All of them. Tell me about this illness somebody got. Tell me about this illness. Somebody might have been trying to balance a situation for a Capricorn and a Chariot. Who's this Chariot? I'm guessing this is still this contract from you know who, y'all. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Y'all know I'm talking about Elon Musk. Wanting to experiment on everybody. Who the Chariot? Oh, okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone could be from Australia. Somebody might be from Australia. Someone is Eritrean. Okay. So the Chariot would be like whoever this Eritrean's partner was, a spiritual practitioner. So somebody was approached by a spiritual practitioner, could be a Cancer, and their Eritrean partner to help them do black magic on you to balance a situation. But the spell work still backfired because the person that they got was a fake ass Babalu. They don't got no spiritual ranking and no goddamn power and probably need to go sit their ass down somewhere before they fuck around and find out for real. Something didn't go in their favor. So who did this illness fall on? Clarify illness. Who did this sickness and illness fall on? Somebody that they were celebrating with. Okay? So there's someone that they were celebrating with that became sick and ill. Okay? And they were gaslighting. Somebody was gaslighting somebody and being childish in how they were communicating about something. Clarify the Page of Cups reverse. So somebody might have been trying to tell somebody, oh, the reason that you're sick is because of another reason. Instead of telling them the reason that you're sick is because this Panamanian Tether wannabe Babalu got together with a Cancer warlock and an Eritrean and did spell work, a death spell on an innocent person that happened to be a spiritual judge in disguise with a spiritual ranking. A high priest. I just saw it. Yup. A high priestess. And they fucked around and found out. Yup. And now they're aware of your fucking spiritual ranking and just who the fuck you really are. What's the Lovers? Yup. Who materialistic kind of superficial person is, that's who they were gaslighting. So they might have been in a relationship in a house or somebody connected to them. It caused a lot of fighting. What's this? Could be in someone's marriage. Someone could be in a Five of Pentacles now. So if somebody connected to this Panamanian Tether suddenly got cancer or became deathly ill with some kind of sickness, it was a backfire. The reason that you got sick was because this wannabe Babalu Panamanian Tether did a death spell with an Eritrean and their partner, a Cancer warlock, on a high priestess spiritual judge that came here to serve karma, bitch. They didn't know what direction to go about something. Clarify this house. All right, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, they couldn't get away with it. Yeah, somebody couldn't get away. The house could represent a community of people or a marriage. The Four of Wands. I have a Knight. Somebody might have been married to somebody that might not have been loyal or faithful, or this is somebody that might have a very shallow. Someone might have had a very shallow marriage to somebody. That was basically all based on money. You know, one of those, you trade your youth and beauty for me financially supporting you. It wasn't like a real marriage in the eyes of God, okay? Somebody was in a very shallow marriage with someone where they were married to a Knight energy. The Knight of Wands is somebody that's not loyal to anyone or anything. They're always looking for the next best thing, okay? Here you go, this Knight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Somebody could have Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be a mother figure or something like that. And someone is very emotional because somebody reversed an ending with somebody. But a conflict was already over. And somebody couldn't create a conflict for somebody. And they couldn't move something forward. And their complete wish fulfillment was to get a new opportunity that they were being offered. Tell me about main female in reverse. This might be someone that got sick. Yeah, this created a burden in someone's marriage. Somebody in somebody's marriage or family became deathly ill because of the backfire of doing a death spell on a spiritually fucking ranked high priestess that is a spiritual judge, whose only reason for being here on earth right now is to serve karma to that ass. To everybody that's looking for it, that need it right now, that's been asking for it. Ooh, give it to me, baby. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. What is Rich Lady in reverse? Somebody is very sad right now because somebody is rejecting them. This could be in a marriage. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. Somebody was so reckless and destructive. Clarify growth. This is what happens when you don't take accountability for who you are or for your friends. When you sit up there and let your friends fuck up your whole goddamn life because you don't have good boundaries and you don't have clear sight. You cannot see clearly. You cannot see fairness. You cannot distinguish between the light and the dark because accountability is like kryptonite to your ass, especially when it comes to people you care about and your friends. You understand? You will allow somebody to attach themselves to you in the name of we're family, in the name of friendships, in the name of whatever the fuck your relationship to them is. And you will overlook the fact that they're karmic, the fact that you know that everything they do is wrong, everything they think is wrong, they have backwards thinking, but you, in the name of emotional codependency, due to your low self-esteem, will sit up there and follow them up and back them up and protect them and defend find a way to help them do mental gymnastics to scapegoat all accountability of all the wrongdoing they do. And that's how you get your own life fucked up. By even having friends and letting friends and family connect to you that you know have unbalanced thinking, that you know lack accountability, that you know are one-sided, that you know operate only in darkness, that you know are ignorant as a motherfucker, dumb as shit, make horrible decisions, have a bad character, have no fucking integrity, but you'll back up their decisions and their way they think because you have low self-esteem. And you're emotionally codependent for their friendship and their validation because of something going on with you. And then they ruin your whole fucking life. Then your loved ones get cancer and get sick and get to dying because of your bad decisions, because you haven't healed your self-esteem. Come on through spirit. Talk about this growth. Somebody is sad because you grew. So whoever you are, this might be your child's father. Your child's father was upset because you grew and you were at peace in your life. Grief came out in reverse. They couldn't cause you any grief in your life. This is why your child's father recruited a goofy wannabe Babaloo that probably brought death to his own household, attacking a real high priestess. Because your child's father was mad because you grew. The Five of Cups. Sadness. They were sad because of your growth. And your growth allowed you to live a life where you were peaceful. Peace. This your child father was mad because they couldn't cause you any grief in your life. You might have cut every cord and blocked them off and moved on, living your life like it was golden, Jill Scott. And they just couldn't stand the fact that you were somewhere on the planet drinking your water, minding your business, clear skin from drinking your water, in good health, and you were in peace. The demons inside of him could not just sit and surrender and be at peace. Like wherever. This mug could have been 50,000. Them demons swirling around, infesting his body, mind, and spirit, could not just sit in peace wherever he was, knowing that you was somewhere outside of his grasp, knowing somewhere you were drinking water, minding your business, and nobody was giving you a hard time. You were enjoying your peace, doing whatever it is that made you happy. That would not allow him to rest. It would not allow him to sit comfortably wherever he was stewing. Like, I don't believe this. My child mother got away from me. Somebody like, but ain't your kids grown? Your kids are over 18 right now. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. Didn't your kids graduate from college? Like, you talking like you got little kids or something. Your kids with her are grown, right? You got grown kids, man, right? It doesn't matter. There's no more. I can't manipulate the system or do nothing. Connect. I have no way to connect to her now. Damn it. Somebody, child father, was sitting somewhere going into convulsions, literally going into convulsions. Because they could not find any reason to connect to you through your children any longer. So your children must already be over 18, or your children are old enough to use a cell phone, hop on a plane, a bus, whatever. Whoever you are, there's no reason at all in heaven and earth for your child's father to get in contact with you. You don't have to ever see or speak to this person again at all whatsoever. Your children are either old enough to book their own airplane flight. Let me tell you, baby, child, I trained my daughter how to fly alone starting at the age of 14. I took a picture of her when she was boarding her very first flight, and she's been going ever since. And before that, I was putting her on the Greyhound bus and the Mega Bus, child, of course, with a phone, checking on her the whole way. But I'm just saying, I remember back my daughter graduated from college. She's big now. Y'all seen her come through here before. But I'm just saying, I remember, child, I could not wait. I could not wait for my child to get old enough to be in a situation where, one, they can travel by themselves, use their own cell phone. I was like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. I don't have to have no more contact. My baby old enough now to deal with that. Child, my daughter started flying by herself when she was 14 years old. I remember her first flight. She had on a pair of green pants, a cute shirt, a backpack, and I took a picture of her standing in line to board the plane because I got a special pass to walk with her, to the thing and watch her get on the plane or whatever, her first time. So, and it was another little girl I saw that was with her dad, and it looked like she was about to fly for the first time too. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only parent out here training their kids to move around by themselves. So either way, I just remember when my daughter was 14, I trained her to fly alone. And from then on, I couldn't slow her down after that. She's like, I'm going here. I'm about to fly here. I'm going here. I'm like, wait a minute. Where you going, girl? Okay. So whoever you are, it was troubling your child's father that he did not have a legitimate reason to connect to you. either your kids are grown or old enough and independent enough that they could not connect to you. They didn't need to connect to you for anything at all whatsoever. Okay. And they've been trying to find ways to connect to you through people, through strangers, through hacking you, through this gang stalking goofiness. Surrender. So I don't know, is your child's father a tether? Your child's father might be a tether. Maybe their family was working together with the government or something like that against, if you're a Black American, they might be like spies for the government, tethers. Okay. Surrender and adversity. Okay. So they have to surrender whatever they were doing, and it was causing you adversity because you got your freedom now. Because these motherfuckers ended up fucking around and finding out. They found out. They fucked around and they found out. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump all the way in and see what details we can get out of this. Child, people need to learn how to leave motherfuckers alone. People need to just leave well enough the hell alone. What is the energy crowning this read? So it was something where if they were going around promising all kind of different people, all kind of perks in the government, if they could just kill you and take you out. You understand? Some of y'all, your spiritual power, it's so big and so strong. And the fact that they don't get to have control over you because you didn't join any cult or anything like that, it kills them. So if they can't have control over someone that's powerful, they would rather have you dead. In America, I'm talking about, y'all know who I'm talking about. It's a thing where they feel if you are one of them people in America that are spiritually ranked and your spiritual power is very great, but you're not a part of one of their cults and they can't control you and you're not operating spiritually by whatever rules they have in place, you're a threat to them. So they would rather you be dead if you are not willing to let them control you because you're powerful. And that's when they get to working with these goddamn tethers to take your ass out of here. That's basically what they do. That's when they get to working with these tethers to try to take your ass out of here, the government. And that's why they start offering different perks like, hey, I can get you a job in the FBI. You know, we got a connection in the FBI. We can get you a badge. We'll do the paperwork. You'll be a shoo-in. We'll train you once you get in there. There was somebody that they were offering because they were trying to kill you. Okay. Somebody was offering this, your child's father's friend, a job in the FBI if they could help them do the death spell on you and it would work. Okay. So they were working together and they were offering this person a job in the FBI. Okay. What is the energy? But he can't get the job now because you're still alive. And they're leaving your ass alone because they got to fucking with you and they fucked around and found out who your ass really is. Everybody's getting exposed. Oh yeah, and this eclipse, this ain't gonna be nothing but a year of exposure. Everybody, I got a message for y'all real quick. Okay, what's his name? Young Pharaoh. So I made a comment the other day, and it was just assumption. It wasn't no prophecy or nothing. I was like, you can see that's AI. Look at them arms with the about Young Pharaoh. When I was watching my TV last night, I decided to go ahead and tap into the energy because I was just curious if they kidnapped him or what happened. So I went ahead and I actually tapped in and pulled cards to see what was actually going on with Young Pharaoh. And what they told me was, ain't nobody kidnapped his ass. In one thing, he said the whole earth belongs to the devil. We all work for the devil. Actually, what he was saying was correct. This realm does belong to the devil. This is a physical realm. Now, you can consciously rise above it, absolutely. And you can find your way out of the jail of reincarnation, coming here to the devil's realm over and over again. The devil it's being run by demonic forces and principalities and archons. Yes, that's what the earth is. It belongs to the archons and the archon system. So everybody here is making contracts, so that they can get wealth, abundance, fame, and all the things that they want. But the only problem is that's going to prevent you in this lifetime from being able to ascend, being able to become enlightened and ascend beyond this realm, which means whatever you did, whatever sacrifice, blood that you made, anything you engaged in that created more karma, it's going to bind you spiritually to this realm. So what he said is actually true. Everything on this realm is made to give energy and to feed the archons that then give you power. They give you money. They give you earthly possessions, materialistic things in exchange for your soul. Meaning, when they sell their soul, that means they are going to become a part of an organization where they are going to commit things against people that create more bad karma, which binds their soul to this realm, which means they're going to have to keep on reincarnating and getting karma and lessons, and they're stuck and they're caught on this realm. Now, those of you that don't sell your soul, that claim that you have a sovereign soul and you don't come from here, when you transition out of here, you don't have to come back if your karma has already been burned off and you're light as a feather. You know you've been awakened, that you're not connected to anything here on this planet at all. You'll be able to move on out of the trap of recycling. You'll be able to reach a level of mastery where you can come and go out of free will. But the people that sell their souls, they're stuck here, and they're going to have to come back again and again and again because they did not become fully enlightened like you. You understand? So what happened with young Pharaoh is he actually did sell his soul. He was a part of one of these contracts. He made some kind of spiritual contract that is just ending right now. And they said the Ten of Pentacles reversed. They said he lost all his money to an Empress in the reverse. They said he lost his money and whatever contract he made to give the knowledge and the wisdom and to have that platform he had, the contract ended for him. So now when he says he's in his final form, what he's actually talking about is he's showing who he really is, okay? There are a lot of people that have access to other people's Akashic records that they successfully was able to do things to. He had some kind of a contract. Like I told you all, that there are some clone tarot card readers that work very closely with demons that bring them accurate information. All their information is not accurate, but there are certain demons that they call on, which are just archons that are part of this realm. They have contracts with them to do a certain amount of human sacrifice, and these demons in exchange work with them, and they bring them all kind of knowledge, good knowledge, information. Knowledge is knowledge. The same knowledge that people in the upright can give you, they can give you the same knowledge too, because they're working with some kind of a demonic spirit that gets knowledge and information about beyond this universe, about the past, the present, and the future. There are different demons they call on that give them all kind of wisdom, and they're able to at times dispel this wisdom to you and knowledge and tell you about different things. But it's coming from a demon. You understand? They made a contract. It's like some of you all are spiritually ranked and you have a direct connection to God. So the information that downloads naturally into you, there are people jealous of your spiritual ranking and your access to that information. So they will make contracts with demons that they have to do human sacrifice for in order to get access to the same information that you, by spiritual ranking, naturally have downloaded. You understand? That's what your boy young Pharaoh did. What he did is he was in some kind of a contract that caused his glow up, that caused him to be able to dispel all the wisdom, the knowledge, and all that. It was a contract that he had, and now the contract has come to an end. So what he is doing right now is some kind of humiliation ritual. It's over for him. And he's trying to get some money because the era of whatever money he made for the contract time is completely over. So what he's doing right now is using his last bit of clout to try to make some money. That's what's going on right now. Because I told you I don't be pulling cards on people just to be doing it because, you know, I don't want to do that to people. It's an invasion of privacy. But I thought he was kidnapped and it was a clone or something. So I went ahead and pulled cards, and they said his contract ended. He was on a contract to do whatever he was doing, a spiritual one, and his contract ended. And now he's doing some kind of humiliation ritual to give the energy to the deity or whatever by his humiliation and embarrassment. What he's doing is putting on a show for everybody in order to get views to make money because his money is over. Okay, because the contract is over. Okay, so that's what that is. Okay, nobody kidnapped him. This was his own contract that he made. All right. What does the energy crown this read, please, and thank you? No, I was genuinely concerned, because you see people that are conscious and you're like, wow, that's a good blah, 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 blah. I used to think the same way about Polite, Brother Polite. But a lot of these people, after a while, because they have some kind of imbalance in their subconscious mind when it comes to being able to discipline their ego and discipline their sexual energy in order to be able to still see things in a fair, clear, balanced way, it can tip the scales. It's a thin line between insanity and genius. You understand? And sometimes when people are overcome by ego or lust, sexual lust, it can tip the scale to insanity, and they could go off on the dark end instead of continuing on the path of light. Okay, and that happens a whole lot of time with a lot of lecturers and a lot of different people that get really, really deep in the spirituality. Sometimes their own lust, their own ego, and own things will sway the scale off into darkness. Okay, and people don't notice when that split happens and someone suddenly is on a different path than the one they were on. Like they were balanced, and suddenly the balance scale is tipped more on the darker side because there's something unbalanced in their subconscious mind, either dealing with their sexual energy, their ego, or just insecurity or something else, and it caused them to see something incorrectly that they're doing, and whatever they do, it brings them bad karma. That happens sometimes. We're humans. What do you expect? You got to think about in ancient Egypt, there were a lot of magicians that went on the bad side. What is energy crown mystery? Okay. Oh, somebody is sad right now. Yeah, they're not going to get this job with the FBI they were promised. Okay. I have the Knight of Wands. Okay. The Warrior of Scepters is the Knight of Wands. This could be someone that people look up to. Could have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be like a supervisor or just someone that was looked up to or respected by people. This could be someone that looks like they're put together well, meaning aesthetically. This could be someone that's well dressed. They groom themselves very well. They might have a good job, a job in leadership of some kind. Someone is very sad right now. What was the obstacle? The obstacle, bitch, is you a high priestess, bitch. This is the obstacle. The obstacle is you a whole motherfucking high priestess out here, and somebody decided to test it. Somebody wanted to test it. You ain't no high priestess. Yeah, whatever. I got high priestesses all in my family. Man, shit. Did you know I'm a babaloo? I'm a babaloo, 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 babaloo. The problem is somebody fucked around and found out that you a real motherfucking high priestess. Nabat. They fucked around and found out. Somebody thought because they were connected to a babaloo or they was in training to become some kind of babaloo or whatever the fuck, and I know real high priestesses. I know real. Somebody fucked around and found out that you are a real motherfucking high priestess. The obstacle, please. The devil. Someone was in a mental imprisonment. Somebody was obsessed. Yeah, somebody was obsessed Yeah. The problem was somebody literally was stuck in their head and completely obsessed with you because you were a high priest or high priestess. The devil talks about obsessions and addictions. Somebody was addicted to your energy. They were completely addicted to your energy, who you are. They were stuck in their head in a mental imprisonment. Tell me what happened in the recent past. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. In the recent past, somebody been up worrying a whole lot because the Ten of Wands reversed, because something was too much of a burden. It was too hard for them to get control over you. And it was keeping somebody up. Somebody couldn't sleep. Somebody has not had a good night's sleep in years. So whoever your child father is, the fact that you are a real high priestess and they had an opportunity maybe back in the day to do right by you, but they made a decision to shit on you instead, or to devalue you, or to act like you wasn't shit, and you got the fuck away. This person has not slept one night since, because you were the shit. The only shit going on in whoever this person's life was. And after you left, their ego, they could not sleep. They could not sleep knowing that they allowed a high priestess to slip through their fingers. A blessed, powerful one. So they haven't gotten one bit of sleep in many, many, many years, because you got the fuck away from them. This is somebody that might have been acting like you wasn't the shit, like you was beneath them. This could have been somebody that kept giving you their ass to kiss like they was above you, when they have no ranking at all whatsoever. They have no skill, no talent, no ability, no nothing. Like a roach, like a gargoyle under a bridge, has nothing but a yuck mouth. You're a yuck mouth. Yuck mouth. Literally. Whoever this person is, whoever your child's father is, they've been completely obsessed and in a mental imprisonment about you, and have not slept since whenever you departed and got the fuck away from their goofy ass. But recently, certain things started happening. Some kind of burden happened where they were unable to continue, I guess, attacking you from a distance, or trying to coordinate things with other people from a distance to try to see if they can control you, to try to see if they can connect to you through other people that probably are not as ugly as them, or nasty, or skinny, or whatever the fuck this person got going on with them. Child, tell me more about the situation. That's the truth. So somebody ancestors want me to say that's the truth. This is the Ace of Swords. So somebody child father might be like a real skinny crackhead looking meth head, yuck mouth from Sesame Street, or whatever that cartoon was with the yuck mouth. Somebody, I don't know. I'm getting an image of somebody that got them lips, them crack lips, when you've been smoking crack half your life, and you get the discoloration in your lips, and your eyelids are drooping, and you can see the red part of your eyelids because they lose the elasticity under the eyes, like something like that. Somebody looked like a gargoyle troll from under a bridge. They might even have a hump in their back, like they got scoliosis. They might walk like a roach or something. I don't know. But somebody ancestors, somebody really regrets the fact that they might have given you their ass to kiss and treated you like you were beneath them when you were fucking everything. Okay? Child, I don't know how you ended up. It must have been witchcraft how you ended up connected to this shit. Let's go. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. They were trying to create illusions about you. They were trying to create the Seven of Cups. They were trying to create illusions about you. In other words, if you're a high priestess and you can see into the future and you can see straight through people and you're psychic, they were telling everybody you were mentally ill and that you were crazy and that you were off. Meanwhile, jealous of the fact that every single thing that you were saying and seeing was 100% correct. And they just hated the fact that you could see through everything and that you were fucking psychic. So instead, and you know, this also represents the toxic, chaotic, masculine energy in the planet for so many years that has gaslit the feminine energy on the planet in such a way to ignore your own intuition when it comes to people doing you wrong or them doing you wrong. Y'all know about women's intuition. Like, men always think that they can cheat, and if you don't get to see them cheating with your own two eyes, then you have no way of proving it, and that gives them a door to gaslight you about being mentally ill and crazy and off. This has been the plight of women for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Men have always gaslit women about their intuition because your body reacts to them when they cheating on you. You understand? Somebody sleeping with somebody else and brings you some bacterial, I can't pronounce the damn word, or throw your pH off or something because they cheating on you. Or let me see. Or you pick up, they're carrying the energy of another woman because you're able to pick up intuitively. You can tell by the way they talk, the way they move around you, the way they touch you. The words that they're using are not a part of their daily vocabulary. It's not the slang they speak. It's not the type of words that they use on a daily basis in regular communication. Women are all intuitive and psychic. All women are psychic. It's just to what degree you are psychic. I've talked about that before. The reason that the woman is more tapped in to her intuition and psychic ability. Now, there are some women that are more psychic than others, more tapped in than others. But on the basic level, all women are psychic because you're able to pick up on a baby. You're built a certain type of a way because you have to learn how to read energy. You have to know how to read the energy in a baby's sound and cry that can't communicate in your language to you what's wrong with them. So a woman has to be able to tap in her intuition and be able to tell by the vibration and the sound that the baby is making what's going on with the child, what they need, what they don't need, what they want. Women are able to detect frequencies and vibrations in the sounds that children and babies make. Okay. And also you just know certain things. The reason God made you that way is because the woman is the one that has to feed and nurture a baby until that baby is strong enough to walk and speak a language to express what they need. Okay. So all women are psychic, but also women are gaslit about their intuition. I'm talking about basic intuition, about things that they pick up on, but they've been gaslit for a very, very long time, not to follow or listen to the intuition, but only operate in logic. Well, you're crazy because you didn't see me do that. Yeah, but I can feel. I know my body. I know what I'm feeling. I know you're different right now. This is not who you know, and you're 100% right. Don't you ever let anybody gaslight you about something that you feel. Again, ground yourself, balance yourself, and of course, look for evidence. But don't let anybody, for years, they did not acknowledge intuition and divine feminine energy as something being important and vital. And it was called crazy, and you were gaslit. When the whole time they were really jealous of your intuition and your ability to pick up on things going on. I've heard comedians make jokes about it. I didn't heard a comedian talk about, man, I can't cheat on my woman. It don't matter. She don't have to be there. I could be cheating on my woman across the country, all the way in the Southwest. She could be in the Northeast. She could be asleep in her bed, knocked the hell out, 3 o'clock in the morning. And the minute I stick it in another woman, her ass is just going to wake up all of a sudden like this. Where's that motherfucker at? I know goddamn well he fucking somebody right now. You know, actually, that is true. Let me tell you something. Why is it true? Because spiritually, when you are married to somebody, meaning you're in a relationship having sex with them, there is a spiritual cord that is connecting you to that man. Okay? And the minute they connect to another energy sexually, guess what? You feel it too. You can feel the energy and the connection because you are spiritually connected. What do you think all this talk I've been doing about chakras is about? Your chakras are on the ethereal plane. You understand? And there are ethereal cords that runs from your chakras to your body, and other people that are able to connect to you sexually, they can connect to those cords connected to your chakras. There are spiritual ties and cords that connect you to people that you sleep with, share a bed and energy with. And that's how you know when somebody that you're connected to is connecting with someone else. It's all spiritual. Yeah. So your intuition is correct. You can feel it the minute someone sexually connects with someone else that you're sleeping with. If it's not like an open relationship and everyone's sleeping with everybody, then all the signals are going to get mixed up. But if it's just you and your husband and no one else, and not supposed to be anyone else, and then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, you feel another person's energy latch on, you're going to feel that. Because now, instead of the spiritual cords between you and them, you can feel the other energy that's connected. And that other energy starts filtering toward whoever you are. Mm-hmm. So either way, somebody has not been able to sleep here. Somebody got the truth about something. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody told everybody that you were crazy and you were mentally ill because they were jealous of the fact that you were always right and that you were psychically connected. And I think that's the story of most women in the patriarchy, to be honest. That's the oldest story in the book. Men being jealous of a woman's intuition because you're right. So instead of admitting it, getting defensive and gaslighting you, calling you crazy, telling you to get on medication, doing a smear campaign in your family and his that you're mentally ill and crazy, all because he's jealous that you're psychic and you're intuitive. Men have been doing that to women for ages. They're jealous of the fact that you're intuitive and psychic. And you can see straight through them. That means they can't fool you. And most men pride themselves in being able to trick a woman. You know, they like to catch things. Y'all know how they are. They like to catch things and trick people into win. And when one of them don't win, they throw a tantrum. They get angry. They want to get violent, you know, because they didn't win. Like, how dare you figure me out? They throw a Rumpelstiltskin tantrum, in the little fairy tale Rumpelstiltskin when she guessed his name. He threw a dance with them little shins. He threw a tantrum, elf tantrum. You understand? That's what's going on here. They get angry because your intuition stopped them from being able to get away with what they were trying to get away with and trick you. And they pride themselves on their ability to trick women because it means I'm smart. It means that I am smart and I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Not all of them, but a lot of them pride themselves on their ability to trick a woman. It's like stealing your energy. It's like a win for them. It means they set the best trap. If you think of men hunting inside of a forest and later on camping around a fire and trading stories about who set the best trap and who won the biggest prey. And he's like, yeah, you might have put the net down and tied it to the trees, but who caught the biggest animal in the forest? I did. Why? Because I'm smarter than you. Because I dug a hole and I covered the hole with a net and then I threw leaves on it. So when the pig came running, he fell in the hole and he couldn't get out. And I captured the pig. All you caught with that stupid ass net was one little bird. Okay, you got that little bird. Look what I caught. And this is a lot of their approach toward women too. You understand? They want to be admired and seen as someone that's smart, that is more technical, that could set a better trap than the other man, and who can get the biggest fish. So everything is about like sporting for men. So when they try to trick you and get away with doing something behind your back, if they can get away with it, then they have bragging rights. Yeah, I set a trap because I have skills. I know how to smooth my way out of anything. I bet you I could, even if she does catch me and break up, I bet you I could get back in again. Oh, look at my skills. It's the same thing that they do in the forest. The exact same thing that they do in the forest when they're talking, in the olden days about all of the hunting tactics that they use to capture the prey. They brag about their ability that you are their prey, and that even if you got away, they were able to get you back again because of the skills and abilities they have, the mouthpiece, the ability to talk the way back in, to emotionally manipulate you, to do psychological jujitsu on you, to gaslight you. All of this is like campfire stories to them about how they trapped you, how they trick you, and how you got away, but they still were able to get you back. That's the mentality, okay? But so this is the reason why they feel defeated, because they were unable to trick you, to trap you, and they were jealous of the fact that your intuition was stronger than whatever they thought their skills or intelligence was, to convince everyone you were crazy. So they couldn't get away with what they were trying to orchestrate, the Knight of Pentacle reverse. So this person was trying to orchestrate your death because you have a lot of value as a high priestess, and they thought that they would fare well. If they can't have access to you, they wanted you dead. So they figured you being a high priestess, you're worth a lot energetically in money. Your energy is your money. So spiritually, you're worth a lot. So that means as a sacrifice, if they're able to sacrifice you, then they would get a big return. Since you don't want to be a part of their life and let them suck your soul and suck your energy, they figured if they can just sacrifice you as a whole, since you don't want to come back to them, they'd rather you be dead because you have spiritual value that they feel would have gotten them a big payout. Okay? So tell me more about the 10 of Wands reverse. Something was too much of a burden. Yeah. Okay. I have the 5 of Pentacle reverse. Somebody kicked somebody out their energy. They're not working with somebody no more. So this could be the FBI that was promising whoever this friend of your child's father is a job. They were supposed to. This is the King of Pentacle reverse. They were promising your child's father's friend, this Tether, a job if they could do a death spell on you and kill you. All right, let's get into it. Holy Divine Spirit, tell me more about this friend of. Tell me more about this friend of your child's father, a Panamanian Tether. Tell me more about this Panamanian Tether that's sad now. The 10 of Pentacle reverse. They're going broke, and they deserve it. Okay, so whoever this Panamanian Tether that was working together with the government against somebody that might be a descendant of a slave, okay, they reversed an ending with someone they were getting divorced or separated from. And someone was trying to sacrifice someone, the hangman. Who are they trying to sacrifice? Oh, who are they trying to sacrifice? Someone they were giving and receiving to for a crime because they didn't get what they expected from a crime. Oh, and they couldn't move something forward. Did they sacrifice who did they sacrifice? So they were in a connection with someone they started sacrificing because the spell work had already backfired and someone else had got sick. So they started, so it's given, and this was karma. So the spell work backfired and somebody else got sick. So somebody that they got divorced from or they broke up with, they reversed an ending with them in order to sacrifice them to balance something out. So somebody might have tried to balance something out by sacrificing someone that they were married to and got divorced or separated from to balance things out. Because the spell work against you backfired because you're a real high priestess. Ooh, child. So it's given that whoever this Panamanian Tether is that helped your child's father try to sacrifice you, it backfired and might have given someone a sickness, a terminally ill disease that they were in a relationship with or married to or something. And because they still couldn't sacrifice you after that, they decided to just go ahead, reverse an ending with someone they broke up with or got divorced from, and to sacrifice them since they were dying already. So they've been trying to sacrifice someone that's already sick. But the sickness came as a result of the backfire from trying to sacrifice whoever you are, high priestess. So I don't know, somebody, wife might have cancer or a terminally ill disease because of a backfire. Their husband might have helped whoever your child's father is sacrifice you, and that's why you got sick. And because they couldn't take you out, he figured, well, you're dying anyway, so let me just go ahead and make you a sacrifice and finish it. And that's what your husband or ex-husband has been doing. He's been sacrificing you. So if you have a terminally ill disease and you're married to a Panamanian Tether, he's sacrificing you if you haven't already died. Okay? What else, Holy Spirit? Oh, it's karma time, baby. It's karma time. Let's go. Tell me now about this in the recent past. Nine of Swords, tell me a little more. Yeah, somebody was expecting to balance the situation, but it was too much of a burden. Whoever you are anointed. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm, bitch. I believe God said it just like that. Mm-hmm. Just like, y'all ain't know the Lord cuss. Y'all ain't know. Because y'all bougie. Y'all ain't know. Y'all bougie as hell. Y'all act like God can't cuss. He invented everything, language and all. Y'all like, oh, that's not holy. God cuss? Shit, look how y'all act. Of course he cuss. If I was the Lord, I would cuss too. Shit, look at y'all asses on earth. Can't even appreciate all the free shit. You got the sun. I want to own the whole sun. I want to control it. Because otherwise I don't feel important. Ain't nobody going to look at me. Nobody going to care about my existence unless I block you from being able to grow food using the sun. So I want to block the whole sun. Hell yeah, God cuss. Like, look at these stupid motherfuckers. Look at it. Look at the ass. How stupid they are. Look at this dumb shit. This stupid motherfucker. The sun is big enough for everyone to grow food, and he want to control the goddamn water. He want to make it illegal for people to take water from the ocean to water their plants, drinking water and do shit. And he want to control the sun because he ain't getting no attention from his mama. Instead of getting some goddamn therapy and figuring out why he feels abandoned. He got abandonment issues, never got attention from his mama, and he feels unloved. I got to block out the whole sun and block out the ocean and make it illegal for people to use water on the planet because I didn't get attention from my mother. And no one's going to pay any attention to me unless I can control food and I can control the sun. Yeah, God cuss. You goddamn right, God cuss. If I was God, I would be cussing too. Y'all humans are fucking crazy. Somebody go whoop his ass. Look at all the food I put in. And this stupid motherfucker, look. Now he trying to grow food without seeds because he ain't get no attention from his daddy. And the only way anyone's going to listen to or care about anything he got to say is if he controls all the food. Look, he trying to get all the food with all the seeds that, or all the food that has the seeds that grow within the seeds. He hiding it over here, and he wants to give people seeds that don't grow fruit with seeds in it, just so he can get someone to talk to him. It's almost reminding me of like having an African parent. It's like having an African parent that just wants attention from their grown ass children, or they want more attention from their kids. So they hoard everything and hold everything, and try to take things you have too that you earn, and try to get your attention, like get you to talk to them by holding your things. Oh yeah, I know. I took your money out your wallet. I'll give it to you $1 at a time. For every 5 minutes you talk to me and make me feel important. I'm making jokes, y'all. Somebody know what I'm talking about. You know, it's like having a parent that's desperate for attention from their child. So they take everything from their child or steal something from them and hold it. And I'm not going to tell you where I put it or hid it until you talk to me for 5 minutes, but not just regular conversation. I want you to make me feel important. It's not just African parents that be doing that. African fathers at that. It's all kind of parents that be doing shit like that. But that's what it is. That's literally what it is. I'm not gonna let you get nothing. I'm not gonna let you know. I'm gonna hold everything from you until y'all give me the attention, the respect, and even kiss my ass a little bit. Otherwise, nobody in this house is eating until y'all kiss my ass. Silly humans. But yes, that's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to explain why God cuss. The same reason QUAN cuss. All of them, Buddha, all of them cuss. They cuss in their language, and they have every right to cuss. I cuss too. If I was with Jesus, I would have helped him flip them tables in that goddamn temple and synagogue. I'd have been busting them tables up with him, and I'd have been busting out the windows and all of that. I'd have went ham. Jesus would have had to tell me back up, back. All right, you're doing too much. Damn. I'd have had Jesus talking about, damn. Okay, I was just being dramatic. I had a moment. But humans will make you fucking cuss. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how, because I'm not getting no attention. No one cares about what I have to say. So I'm gonna take all the seeds. I'm gonna make all the food without seeds in it. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm gonna get attention from everybody, because when y'all get hungry and your plants and tomatoes ain't growing and you can't grow grapes with seeds and grow more grapes, then you're gonna come to me and you're gonna want to talk, and I'm gonna really make you kiss my ass. And I'm going to make you have long-winded conversations, stroking my ego before I give you more seeds that don't grow. Yeah. Child, yeah, God cuss. In my downloads, God be telling me all kind of shit, pissing them off. Yeah, I wish y'all could experience my spiritual downloads. There'd be all kind of cuss words coming through. And these fucking humans, do you know what this bitch over here doing right now? Do you know what this stupid bitch doing over here right now? It's enough for everybody, but her goofy ass, just because old boy wouldn't marry her, now, yeah. Okay, so it was too much of a burden to hold on to you, okay? And someone's not working with anyone anymore. The Three of Pentacles reverse. And this is repeating right here. I have the Three of Pentacles reverse, okay, same card, okay? Someone kicked someone out their energy. Who kicked somebody out their energy because they couldn't get away with this? Well, what's the truth that somebody got about something? Clarify the Ace of Swords. What is the truth that somebody got about something? What is the truth that somebody got about something? What's the truth? About you being a real high priestess. What did I tell you? Somebody, child father, was going around telling everybody that you had some kind of mental illness and that you were crazy because he was jealous. He was jealous of your intuition, your accuracy, and the fact that you could see straight through everything. You could literally see straight through everything and cut through all illusions, and you couldn't be tricked or fooled. And because he was jealous of that, he started a smear campaign and told everybody that you were mentally ill, you were delusional, you were sick, and all this other stuff because he was mad about your intuition. He was mad about your psychic abilities. And they got the truth that you are a real fucking high priestess. So he could not orchestrate anything anymore and couldn't get away with a death, killing you. You don't track somebody down and stalk them for the rest of their life and try to kill them if they don't have something of value. You understand? Why are you chasing down somebody that has something of value? If somebody don't have nothing of value, you don't even think about them. It's like thinking about a roach that you killed on the wall last week. You understand? Now, your child father, if they would have died or someone would have killed them, not too many people would probably give a damn. I mean, because they don't have any value. They don't add anything but scum to the earth. Okay? They literally contribute nothing to nobody. If it's not about demons, chaos, and drama, I don't know, the archonic demonic forces might love him. But as far as contributing anything positive to society, education, energy of any kind, anything positive, uplifting, anything to help mankind, uplift people, to help people be better, they are a weight on society. They are the fig tree that Jesus, somebody's Lord and Savior, cursed when he passed by with his friends. Because that fig tree sat up there soaking up the good sun's rays and soaking up the water and nutrients from the soil and was not even producing one bit of fruit. All it was doing was take, but it wasn't putting anything fruitful out. Nothing that could help anyone. It didn't even have leaves on it to provide shade. Jesus cursed that tree. And when they came back later in the evening, the tree had collapsed and died and dried out because Jesus cursed it. So maybe your child father is cursed now, and maybe they'll dry up and die soon because they don't produce any good fruit. They don't even provide shade for nobody. There's nothing that they provide on this earth of substance for anybody that anyone can benefit, but they're soaking up good resources and not putting anything out. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Somebody kicked someone out their energy. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that was orchestrating something against you. Someone kicked someone out their energy. Okay, and tell me more about this FBI energy. This is a narcissist in the FBI. The Knight of Pentacles. They couldn't take a risk and give this person a job. Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah, they were going to give this person because of the Empress would find out, and they were worried. So whoever you are, Empress, High Priestess, this FBI agent that was promising someone a job, wherever you were at, they were trying to kill you. The FBI was working together to try to bring an end to your life. And the person that they were working with, which was your child's father's friend, they told him he can have a job. He would get a job with the FBI if he could take you out spiritually. And it was a fail. So now whoever this FBI agent is that was trying to work and coordinate with your child's father and a cult to have you killed, they had to pull the offer back because you're still living, and they were afraid that if you're a high priestess, you would tap into the energy and you would expose these people that are criminals in the FBI that are trying to get rid of American citizens by using tethers. The FBI working together with tethers from another country, okay, and the children of people from other countries to get rid of citizens that are spiritually ranked and powerful because they can't send your ass nowhere. They can't deport your ass nowhere. And if you can't be powerful, it's against their rule and law for you to have spiritual power and not be under contract with them and they not have control of you. And that's what the big problem is. The problem with them is that you are not a part of any one of their cults, any part of their groups. They attack you because you are an independent contractor for God, however you define God. And you're in control of your own energy. It's kind of like with men and sex trafficking, claiming that women's energy they don't need it, it's useless, but yet they want to control feminine energy. But yet we moved into an age of computers where women were able to make a whole bunch of money on the thing, back page or fan page or something like, I'm old and I don't give a fuck. What's the thing called? Back page. Somebody put it in my thing. Somebody said, bitch, you know what it is. No, I actually can't think of the name. And no, I've never been on there. Meaning I have never even logged on to the site. I've just heard, what's it called? Backpage? Beam me up, Scotty. No, the thing where the ladies, OnlyFans, shit. Yes. Yeah. Just like a lot of men on the planet are angry because women have been taking control of their own sexual energy and their own sensual energy and finding ways to make money and cut out the middleman using their own energy on OnlyFans and in other ways as well. Because before, men were completely making all of their money and wealth off of the energy of women without them realizing how they were using our energy. I'm not just talking about sex trafficking. I'm talking about in marriages of servitude and not love, okay? Where your energy was being used, literally your creative skill, talent, ability, even your mind, your creativity, your intelligence, soaking up all your energy, literally, while treating you like a domestic slave and riding on your energy, literally. They're mad because they're unable to use our energy anymore and be lazy to become wealthy. Women are in control of their own energy now. And it's the same thing here. whoever you are, high priestess, your energy is very powerful. And they hate the fact that you have control of your own energy and they don't, you're not subject to their rules, their laws. Well, you're not allowed to say this or do this. You're not allowed to marry anyone that this is the laws of our organization or everybody under contract with us that you agreed to. You didn't agree to shit. You didn't agree to a motherfucking thing. You are a sovereign citizen of earth. You are a sovereign soul, and you are your own, you're on your own spiritual contract you came here with, and you answer to no one. And this is what the government hates about you. They would rather you be dead than to be somebody this spiritually powerful and have citizen rights in America, wherever you are. Okay? So they couldn't kill you, and they were worried about giving this man a job because they thought that you might find out about it and make even more noise. Child, they getting crazy over there. I posted a video. Y'all, whereby I posted a video where there's this older white man that was driving by these flock cameras. Okay, they were driving by these flock cameras, and this police officer, because he was like a whistleblower about something. Watch it. It's under my post. It's a news story, and literally no one is doing anything about it. There's a police officer. Every time he would pass a certain flock camera, it would set off an alarm, and they would follow this man and come meet him by his community where he lived. So they were tracking him because of something he said online, exposing some wickedness or corruption in the country. And then the flock camera, once they flagged and they're watching you, your tags, he said that he went out of town, like he traveled way out of the state somewhere and came back. And the police officer was like harassing him and asking about his trip. He was like, how was your trip to Philadelphia over there in Pennsylvania on such and such street where you were? And he's like on the other side of the country where he lives. So they followed him. They literally followed this man through the flock cameras all the way to the other side of the country and back on his trip to track all his movements. And they were just doing too goddamn much, and they started following him. They were gang stalking him locally. And this shit is just fucking crazy and out of control right now. I don't understand why everyone doesn't just revolt and completely destroy every flock camera. Baby, you better get you some black spray paint. Get you some of that gummy stuff that you spray out at a party, foam. Get you some foam. Get you some spray fucking glue. What's the glue called? Gorilla Glue in a spray can. Child. What? If you can't knock over the goddamn flock cameras, you can spray them with Gorilla Glue. You can spray them with spray paint. They can't arrest every goddamn body. If a whole parade of people drive down the street all at one time, they're not going to know who the hell sprayed the goddamn camera. Fuck them. All of them. It don't make no goddamn sense. I'm just saying. What they done got carried away with them goddamn flock cameras. And yes, they are going to track you. I'm telling you, they don't do everything at one time. They don't, and I need to make a card that says flock. They don't do everything at one time. When they are trying to close in on a target, talking about y'all, okay, in the country, the population, y'all are the batteries, the human batteries, okay? When they're closing in on a target, they rarely do it all overnight at one time and implement everything. Everything is done in waves. You already know the COVID shutdown. When you came back, they were scanning eyes and foreheads. You were renewing your things in a machine in the DMV. And there were all these new processes implemented during COVID that they just needed an excuse to implement and bring on, okay? The next wave now is these flock cameras being put up everywhere. And now they're testing them by gang stalking some of you all and tracking your movements. And little by little by little, they're testing to see the pushback, meaning how many people are going to revolt. and what do we need to prepare for? And so far, the only pushback they're getting is, people knocking the flock cameras over, but not much more aggression than that. So they're going to push a little bit more and see how people react. They know what they're doing is criminal. They know that they're violating your constitutional rights. They know that they're breaking laws, but they're doing it in your face and then putting it on media and in the news. And then they're waiting to see how people react, to see if people are coordinated enough to rise up against them. They're waiting to see where the guns are. They're waiting to see who are the people that are the best organized to rise up or to organize. They're waiting and watching. This is what they do. Even Bill Cooper in Behold a Pale White Horse talked about the tests that they run by doing things in the economy, making little adjustments in the cost of orange juice and certain foods, and then watch how everybody reacts in every class of life, how they react, how they spend money, what they do, what they don't do when they do certain things in the economy. You understand? What they're doing is they're violating your rights on purpose in front of you, and then they're allowing it to be displayed in the news, and then they're waiting for the rage. They're waiting to see how quickly, if any reaction happens by the masses. And if they don't see any reaction, then they do something else. It's kind of like how a bully does. It's kind of like a bully that wants to test you. And that bully, they start testing you by maybe doing something small. And they're testing to see your strength. And if you don't do nothing back, oh, okay, well, let me see how he reacts to this. Nothing. Let me see how he reacts to if I mush his ass. I'm going to straight mush his ass. Nothing. Oh, yes, I'm going in. I'm going to go ham. That's what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing right now. They're watching to see if there's any pushback. And every single aggressive step they take toward you all, whether it's eminent domain over your land, your home, or whether it's openly gang stalking you with the police and then talking about what they did on the news, openly talking about the energy weapons and how we're not going to compensate you. Yeah, we know we've used energy weapons, but we're not going to. We don't care. They're like literally they're coming out in public with everything they've been doing and they're talking about it. And that's a kind of a spell too. That's literally the San Andreas fault. Yeah, in California, right? Look, they are literally talking about everything that they've been doing to you out in the open now, and then they're waiting for a reaction. You're like, yeah, we did this to you. Yeah, we did use energy weapons. Okay, so we used energy weapons on you. Yeah. And it's in the news, literally. And then they're like, oh, no reaction. Okay. So they don't have weapons, or they're not organized enough, or they don't know how to strike us back or what to do. Okay. So let's talk more about what we did. Yeah, we were using nerve gas on you. Yeah, we were. Well, let's come out with everything and then see if they are organized enough to do anything. No, because we destabilized them, enough of them financially first. So a lot of them are in survival mode, and they don't even have stable food coming in or a stable place to live. So it's going to be too hard to try to organize to overthrow the government or overthrow or attack us. Okay, so good. So now that we know everybody has, or the masses have been destabilized enough to where they can't organize and fight against us, now we can just go ham. That's what's going on right now. Let's go. They want me to pull a chakra card. Okay. Where? And they want me to talk about a location. Somebody could be self-employed. They want me to pull a heart chakra card. Okay. Ogun. They specifically want me to pull a heart chakra card. Okay. Okay. All right, what is this heart chakra card you want me to pull? Clarify, what is the heart chakra? The physical manifestation, they told me before I even pulled these cards, somebody might be having heart issues, their circulatory issues, heart. Somebody, all right, so they want me to tell somebody something. Okay, they want me to tell somebody something. Whoever this is for, they're going to know who they are. You've been having heart circulatory issues, whoever you are, okay? The reason you're having heart circulatory issues is because whoever you are, you rationalize and you make excuses for things that should not be tolerated, okay? So you might have an overactive heart chakra. An overactive heart chakra means you're going to make excuses for people that you care about that would not make excuses for you, okay? So that is indicating some level of emotional codependence for validation and acceptance, which means you either have codependency issues, abandonment issues, or you have low self-esteem that needs to be healed. Because if you feel like you need to be accepted by losers, then that speaks to how you feel about yourself, okay? Child, baby, that's one of the reasons I walk this earth and planet alone, because my self-esteem is through the fucking roof. I don't need anybody to tap me on the shoulder, on the head, congratulate me. I don't need nobody's validation. I know who God told me I am. Every morning I wake up, I know I'm a child of God, and I am who God said I am. I don't need another human being to tell me, not when I'm connected to a God. The hell, the fuck, right? I know we talked about that earlier. Talking to God, y'all. We talk like that. Right? Yeah, I see you, Empress Love. I saw you, Fox, that one. Yeah, I know. But what the hell I need anybody to validate who I am, what I am, how divine I am, how special I am. If I have conversations with God every single fucking day, and they include a lot of cuss words too. We be talking and chatting it up and laughing and shit. Yeah, the woman, by the way. Yes, Lord. So whoever I'm talking to, your heart issues right now are stemming from your rationalization and your excuses that you make for things that you know should not be tolerated. And most likely, you're making excuses for people that are losers on top of that. Losers, like literally losers. Like, I'd be goddamn if I'm emotionally codependent to a loser. No, I'm cool. I'm the cool one. This Oscar the Grouch. I feel like somebody is emotionally codependent to an Oscar the Grouch energy. That's Henrietta Grouch's, ex-boyfriend from Sesame Street. Somebody got somebody in their life, a whole fucking nasty ass Oscar the fucking Grouch, talking about, man, you need them joints. You ain't nobody unless you have these type of shoes. Meanwhile, he living in a garbage can. Bitch, Oscar the Grouch is somewhere with the latest Michael Jordan sneakers on, but he's still living in a garbage can. He's still living in a garbage can, bitch. Yes, with nasty, dirty, slimy, garbage, trash, used condoms, used tampons, garbage pail water in the trash can. But he got on new Jordans. And he like, man, I got the new joints. I got the new joints on. You ain't got nothing on me. You never be accepted in my crew over here unless you got the new joints. Look at these shoes I got on. Putting his green feet in the air. Green from fungus and goddamn gout. With that hairy ass green leg Oscar the Grouch got, goddamn it. Somebody emotionally codependent to an Oscar the Grouch living in a goddamn garbage can. And they trying to impress Oscar the Grouch. Oscar the Grouch living in a garbage can. Shyness. So somebody might be shy, so that's something somebody need to work on. So your heart problems is because you have an overactive heart chakra, and you make excuses for people in your life that are living in trash cans that you looking up to for validation. For what reason, I don't know. You might be a little bit shy. Then go hang around some shy people that are wealthy like you and doing good like you, or smart, or not in the garbage can. Child, can you imagine like a bunch of Ned the Wino characters in the gutter on the corner, and somebody doing better than them is emotionally codependent to them for validation, but they live in the gutter in the corner. You not cool unless we say you cool. You not cool. You not cool unless we give you the stamp of approval. Hold on, where the stamp at? Where that bitch Belinda at? She living in the crack house around the corner. Go wake that bitch up. It's Sunday morning. We gotta go look and go through the trash for breakfast. We gotta go in the McDonald's dumpster diving for breakfast. Oh, hold on. Here come that nigga that doing good. Here he come with his nice car and shit. Let's all give him the jonks look. Let's all give him the look. Let's all give him the look of disapproval. Unless he giving us some money, or unless we approve of you, you not cool like us. Nigga, you stink. You need to clean out your trash can. Forget you. Like the Three Stooges living in Oscar the Grouch garbage can. This is who you emotionally codependent to for validation. But a bunch of Oscar the Grouches on meth and crack, all living in trash cans. With that bitch Belinda living in the crack house around the corner. You not cool unless we say you cool. Grown ass people living in trash. Child, I wish I would be. I wish I would be emotionally codependent to any motherfucking body. That's trash. Ah. All right, what you want me to talk about? A location? You said where? Where what? They want me to. Oh, it's not this kind of where. Okay. All right. Okay, the other kind of where. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, where? Child. But it's people out here that just have childhood issues. Maybe they were shy in high school, or maybe they were shy as a teenager, young adult, and they might have befriended some people that maybe knew a lot of people, or maybe the popular kids that are now living in trash cans, looking and smelling like Oscar the Grouch, but they were popular back in the day, maybe amongst their own trash. And some people are still holding on to childhood issues of wanting to feel popular and accepted, wanting to feel validation. And they're still seeking validation from people that they deemed kind of popular back in the day and cool. But these were popular, cool people that made bad decisions that were dumb and stupid and trashy. And now their life is a reflection of their dumbass decisions. And they're living in a trash can, but you still see them as the cool kids, and you're still emotionally codependent to these people for validation. And that's the fucking problem. You still think these people are the cool kids, you know, even though their life is a reflection of the energy they put out, the investments they made, and the bad decisions that they make, and their broken thinking. They were not cool back then, and they're not cool now either. But somebody, because their own self-esteem is not where it should be, has held something about just this emotional codependent friendship, just wanting acceptance from a bunch of bums and losers. Let's go, Spirit. Where? What's this location? What are you wanting me to talk about? Where? Let's talk about it. You said 3. You want 3 cards. A playground. Okay. All right. I have a storage facility across a body of water, a garage, the Regency Hotel or a hotel, and a playground. What the hell? What y'all want me to talk about? What in the hell y'all got going on? Okay. Okay. What the hell going on at the Regency Hotel? What we talking about? Regency Hotel? There's some kind of an illusion. There's some kind of an illusion going on either at the Regency Hotel or a hotel. Somebody missed an opportunity. What's the 2 of Cups? Somebody made somebody an offer, or someone accepted an offer to work on something. I just saw a high priestess. Somebody is aware that they already missed an opportunity and the cycle is over. Okay, the chariot. What's the chariot? What is the chariot? Somebody was not effective and they missed an opportunity. Okay, and what is the hangman reverse? Somebody is already aware about somebody's family or home. What's the Four of Wands? What is the Four of Wands? Somebody is very depressed about something that they made an offer. Someone is very depressed about an offer, a spiritual offer that they made to cause someone an injustice. What's the Page of Wands? The Page of Wands, they got a message about what they orchestrated to do against you. The Ace of Wands and how they took action to move something forward. Okay, so somebody got a message about what somebody did. The Devil reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse. Whoever this narcissist is, somebody now is rejecting them. The Two of Cups reverse because they're burdened right now. They're burdened right now. So someone's dealing with a lot of burden. They had to let something go and they pulled their energy away from something. Okay. And who's this person staying in a hotel or, someone might be turning tricks in a hotel. They're doing illusions. Okay. Y'all know how you have The Office. It was a series on TV. It was a lot deeper. That series is a lot deeper than what people know. Y'all don't know, in The Office, Dwight Schrute was actually representing Elon Musk. And Michael and Jim and all of them, they were representing certain prominent figures in society. And everything that they were doing in that series, The Office, was actually symbolic for something that was going on in America. But nonetheless, not breaking that down today, there's another series that was called Arrested Development. Okay. There's a series called Arrested Development. It was about a wealthy, dysfunctional criminal family, white family. And I love watching it over and over again because it's funny, because I know my family would be the poor version, the impoverished version of that type of mindset. Okay. And it's relatable. Okay. But one of the characters on there, he was a magician, and he was a grown man that was a magician and belonged to a league of magicians or whatever. And he was on a boat and there was a bunch of kids around, and somebody was like, "Mr. Magician, can you do a trick for us?" And he would be like, "A trick is something a whore does for money. I do illusions." And it just tickled me to death. It just literally, it tickled me to death, because he hated for anybody to call his magician skills a trick. And he would tell little children, "A trick is something that a whore does for money. It's an illusion." So somebody with the Seven of Cups is talking about illusions. And somebody is pulling illusions off at a hotel to survive right now. So I'm guessing these illusions must be tricks. They must be doing someone that got divorced. Yeah, someone that got divorced because they're older now. So there's somebody, and somebody rejected them. So right now, somebody is living in a hotel tricking for money. All right, that's nothing new. What is this about storage facility? A trick is something a whore does for money. What I do is illusions. Bippity boppity boo, bitch. All right, storage facility. Someone keeps thinking about someone that could be anointed or a star or in the spotlight or something. Is someone living in a storage facility? Because the spell work backfired. Child, these people are down bad. All these people that were coming against you are down bad because something got balanced for you. Who's living in a storage facility? Hold on. They're moving. Hold on. We about to have fun with this. Who living in a storage facility? An Arab? storage facility, spirit. Ooh, somebody's play brother or play sister. Okay, somebody play brother or play sister might be living in a storage facility right now. That was a West African's play brother or play sister that was scamming and hacking against you, a black woman. Okay, your light triggers them, and someone's sister, brother, or cousin. Someone might be East Indian, a child molester with PDL tendencies. Okay, we got a couple of people here. So somebody, the play brother or play sister of a West African, a black woman, and I also saw your light triggers them, tarot card reader that's insecure. They're living in a storage facility right now, okay? And there also might be an East Indian that was a hacker or a scammer that's also a pedophile, okay? These people are getting karma right now, and some of them are moving into storage facilities. Okay. Stop laughing, Style Mermaid. What's your name? Manila, I can't even see. Style Media, I think. I'm sorry. Y'all know my eyes right now. Stop laughing. Child, stop laughing. It ain't funny. It is not funny. Because they couldn't get away with it. An air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Shit. Don't shit on that. There are some nice storage facilities. Very nice. I'm thinking about going and renting one out myself instead of a hotel when I come visit. Damn it. Give me a nice little air mattress. Shit, instead of spending money on a hotel. The hell? Oh, that's a good, oh my God, that's a good idea. Like, you know, when you traveling, you know, and you just coming somewhere for a little while, instead of wasting money on a hotel, why don't you just get a storage facility somewhere where the weather's not bad? Hell, don't they have the one that's not a temperature control one, the cheapest? What's they called? What are they called? The one that I used for my things before I shipped them. I can't think of the name of it, but they're cheap as hell. You can get it for like $10 a month, like literally. And that's the one that's not temperature controlled. But they have some that you need a badge that are temperature controlled. Instead of paying for a hotel, that would be smart. Like if you're just going to be somewhere in town for a little while, get you a twin size blow up air mattress, one of them small battery charger things you can plug into. They real damn cheap. You know, you got your phone, and then it's just somewhere to lay your head until you go out and handle your business, until you go back to where you came from. Child, you don't got to spend money on a hotel. So there could be an air sign that's living in, congratulations, boo. I know you're not rethinking none of your life decisions. Good job. There might be an air sign living in a storage facility right now because they couldn't get away with something. They're confirming it. Yes. The Ace of Swords. I can't make this shit up. There is an air sign, and it's nothing wrong with that. Because when I visit, I might go ahead and stay in a storage facility. I still have a home to come to. But I'm just saying, instead of spending money on a damn hotel, I can get my own goddamn food. I'm just being real and practical. Fuck that. If you can get a storage facility instead of a hotel, if you're only going to be somewhere for about a week to take care of some business, bitch, you better stay in a storage facility and blow up an air mattress. I'm just saying, you know, if you don't have money like that. All right, air sign. They got nice storage facilities, and you a magician, bitch. All the witchcraft and death spells you were doing on divine people, bitch, you a magician. You know how to disappear. Your ass know how to poof. You know how to do a magic spell on who running the storage facility and sneak in and out. Do a spell, make a puff of smoke appear, and run in and lock yourself in the storage until morning. Child, ain't nothing wrong with that. Think of all the money you're going to save. Get you a P.O. box. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm being dead ass. It's nothing wrong with that. Now that I got that on the brain, I'm thinking, why would you waste money on a hotel when you visit? You know, shit, you can get you a storage. The hell? Shit, you can even get a roommate. Get two, you know, get a divider, nice size storage, and get a twin size mattress on this side, one on that, a plug-in stove. You know, you might even be able to kick a few dollars to security or whoever watches the place at night. If they have somebody there and it's fancy. kick them a couple of dollars, promise you be out before anybody come in the morning. Child, what? Get you a gym membership? What's going on this playground? Somebody pulled their energy away. So maybe this is something is around a playground. Somebody could have been staying at a playground. Oh, she was living at a playground. The Empress reverse. Okay. So I like the playground too. Like if I'm babysitting, or like sliding board and swings and things. But the Empress reverse, this is the person that was attacking you. They were living on a playground and now they're okay. They're going back and forth between a playground and a storage facility. Okay, well, you got to go somewhere in the daytime. I mean, you might be better off at the library. At least you could be applying for jobs and whatnot. Okay. All right. In a garage. What's this about a garage? All right. So someone's been going back. It's okay. Somebody's been going back and forth between a playground and a storage facility because there's some kind of imbalance. There was an imbalance to a garage. Oh. What was going on in this garage? Oh, okay. So someone was living in someone's garage. Child, that's even better. Shit, let you get a garage with a little bathroom and a shower in it. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Because they lost all their money. Who was living in a garage? Someone that was stalking you and watching you. A Virgo. A Hermit in reverse. Okay. So whoever this Hermit in reverse is, they were watching you. And they were stalking you. They were gang stalking you. And they got stuck in a cycle trying to do something to you. But did we talk about this before? Did I not tell y'all that just because these people might have been doing good financially, living in a nice spot at one point while they were gang stalking you, the curse was in their delusion that they were close to success, overtaking you. You were going to die eventually. The curse comes in where little by little, without them noticing it, their life would start downgrading and your life would start upgrading. But they wouldn't have the perception and foresight and intuition and discernment to see that they're like they would lose one or two little things and not think it's a big deal. I'm still in my place. So what? I don't have this anymore. I downgraded my car. I'm still in a nice place. I'm still doing good. And we are going to end up on top. And they keep on, instead of figuring out their life, attacking you. And before long, the rent or the bills or the mortgage is due. But they're like, don't worry, we're going to make it all back when she dies. And they keep on doing it. And you were never going to die. Your ass was never going to die. But they don't see little by little, their life was being whittled away. And before long, what's this? Eviction notice. Well, don't worry, she'll die before that we get evicted. She'll die. Worst case scenario, we could move in with my cousin in the garage. I told you all, these people, the curse that they're dealing with is the curse of having a blocked third eye, which is discernment and foresight to see that you were never going to die. But their life was going to be downgrading while they were chasing a carrot on a stick, on a treadmill for something that would never happen. One of the things about when you have a distorted third eye is you engage and indulge in fantasies that appear to be more real than they actually are. And that fantasy was that they were going to be able to sacrifice you, someone chosen and anointed and kissed by God himself, so that they could have an upgrade with their nasty, funky, karmic, fig tree cursed by Jesus himself ass. You understand? That was the delusion. And now they went from a garage to a goddamn storage facility, to the playground. So there's a Virgo living in a garage, or that they were in a garage and they ended up on a playground, and now they're going between a playground and a storage facility because instead of getting their own fucking life together, they just kept attacking you. The devil reverse. Bad decisions. A kitchen witch with a low IQ. Someone could be a Sagittarius. Now they're all trying to avoid a tower. Baby, it looked like the tower didn't hit. What tower are you avoiding? You are living in the tower, bitch. A tower with no roof. Yeah, they're living in the damn tower. The tower that they're in, they are literally living in the tower because they thought it was wise to invest their time and energy into hurting somebody they were jealous of because you were willing to work hard for what you wanted in life. This was all because you was willing to work hard for what you wanted in life, and somebody got jealous because you showed gratitude to God for having a healthy body. It didn't matter if you had a car. It didn't even matter if you had bus, train access. You had your health and you were grateful for it. It's called being content. It's called contentment. Contentment will open the door to greater things in your life and a greater life of ease by first being grateful for the things that you do have. And that usually starts within. And that has to do with good health, a positive attitude that catches the attention of all of the opportunities that the universe has that are of a high vibrational frequency that you're able to merge into because of the energy you're putting out. Because you're not complacent. You are, content. You're content. You're content with the blessings that you have, the initial blessing of good health. You know, you didn't have to have a car or access to a bus or a train. You had healthy legs and arms and a body and the strength to get up every single day and to get yourself together and to walk to where you needed to go to be successful. And you were grateful for the strength to do it. You were grateful that you were not crippled. You were not handicapped. You were grateful you were able to wash your ass on your own without assistance from somebody. You were grateful for that. And just that alone put you in a good mood and a good spirit. And later on, God blessed you with access to transportation, whether it's the bus or the train. And you were so grateful because now you can get to where you got to go even faster. And not only do you get there faster, but you got more time in the morning to sleep now. And you were grateful. You didn't complain you didn't have no car. You didn't complain about nothing you didn't have access to. You were just grateful for what you did have in your life. And you kept a positive attitude. And then you ended up getting a car and another car. And you started, everything in your life started coming to you because you had that initial contentment. You had gratitude. You had a positive mindset. And it was never about taking something from someone else, but being grateful for the things that you already have and utilizing those things to be able to provide any type of a life to sustain yourself. That's what opened every spiritual door for you, which in turn opened up physical doors for you to walk through. That brought greater success every time. These people have ended up because what they got is instant gratification, instant cars, instant condo, high-rise apartment. They got things instantly by making little demonic contracts, by betting on your energy, by trying to find ways to energy harvest from you to do spell work with your positive energy, by turning your smile upside down, by turning your sun into rain. That's what they invested all their years into. And they did. They got instant gratification for it. But now you get the fruit. And they ain't nothing but a dried up fig tree blowing in the wind. I saw you walking in the rain. You were holding hands and I never be the same. Yeah, I saw you. I seen you. Girl, you thought I ain't seen you? I seen you. I seen your ass. Not going, sit down there. Sit down. I clarify across a body of water, baby. Something might be across a body of water. Woo-ha. Woo-ha. What's across a body of water? Water. What's across a body of water? Okay. North Africa. An Arab country. Oh, so, okay. So we all know that North Africa, due to Arab invasion, you know, history, the Ottoman Empire invaded North Africa, and that's why so many Arabs there, okay? So somebody might be in a North African country. This could be an Arab in a North African country, okay? All right, what about this Arab energy? Tell me, please. The devil reversed. They couldn't create an illusion and they're not going to get another chance to do something. What was this Arab doing? what was this Arab doing? They were working with a Queen of Swords to plan something, but now they have to avoid a tower. So somebody then went up in North Africa and snagged themselves an Arab to do something to you. They wanted to win at all costs. They got a practitioner. Okay, so they couldn't get any local practitioners, so they decided to go up in Arab territory in North Africa, and they found a practitioner to work on you. Okay, so somebody then went up into some Arab territory to find an Arab spiritual practitioner to do some work on you. Yeah, the magician. Yeah, they did some magic on you, but you're still moving forward. And they got clarity that it's not going to work on you. They're delusional. The Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah, that's what they worked on. Woohoo! Who knew? Oh, okay, we done. It's foolishness. All right. I've been on here long enough. We about to get up off here. All right. Anything else, Holy Spirit? What is this about? I feel like whoever you are, you might have all the power of all the orishas within you. I have Ogun energy. Maybe somebody's in some Ogun energy right now. You might be like a warrior. Maybe you're like a warrior Zenith, the warrior princess, or the woman king, or whoever. Who would win in a fight, y'all? Zenith, the warrior princess. I know I ain't say her name right because I haven't seen that show in a real long time. Or the woman king in a battle. What's the board of trustees? What's the board of trustees? Somebody took very quick action. Okay. Somebody might be connecting with someone. What's the Two of Cups? An Aquarius. And a mother figure. Okay. About a high priestess. What are they working together to do? What are they working together to do? What are they doing? They didn't get their wish fulfillment, okay? Because you're a high priestess and you're anointed. So somebody is getting cut off. What is the Eight of Wands reverse? Clarify the Eight of Wands reverse. Okay, someone took very quick action in the past. Someone that did something in the past, they're cutting them off. Someone that they celebrated with. This could be a Leo or the sun. Okay. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. All right. There's a tower going on right now. Okay. There's a huge tower going on because people are moving to calmer waters about something. All right. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Someone moved to calmer waters because you are a high priestess. Can you imagine somebody knowing damn well you psychic, but they gaslighting everybody, telling them that you mentally ill? Right. They telling everybody that you have a mental illness and completely discounting. And imagine how many, I'm sorry guys, but imagine how many men throughout the years had women that were high priestesses that they were married to, that didn't even know that they were a high priestess maybe, or during crazy times, say even like during slavery, or just during a time when women didn't have rights, and we had so many other distractions, babies being born all over the place, and people didn't know who they were. And imagine you are a high priestess and you're picking up on every intuitive nudge and everything going on, but because there's a man angry that you're picking up and seeing straight through everything, they decide to come up with a diagnosis for you and gaslight everybody else, to gaslighting any woman that is psychic or intuitive. The gaslight is that you're mentally ill. And now all the women that are psychic and are intuitives are instantly being immediately diagnosed as being mentally ill. Imagine, for hundreds of years, the first go-to an angry man goes to when he is married to or has a psychic woman in his family or community that can see straight through all his tricks, see straight through any dishonesty and anything going on. She immediately becomes either a witch. She either becomes a witch or she's mentally ill. They got villages where they isolate women that they accused of being a witch because of somebody being jealous of them because, say, they attracted a man that they wanted to make them an offer for marriage. So now you're a witch, and you need to be banished from the village. You need to be banished from the village and civilization because Tim made you a marriage offer instead of me. And I know he really wanted me, because why wouldn't he want me instead of you? Child, I'm just saying, it's just women go through the most. Final message. Somebody's having a tower right now. Because it's something here, because something's over. Okay. And someone might feel like they're being sacrificed. What's the Hangman? About a conflict about sacrificing an empress. Yeah, they couldn't. And somebody's in a Page of Pentacle right now. Yeah, because they couldn't balance the situation. So they're stuck. Yeah. So right now, somebody is just hanging in the balance. They're stuck because your life is balanced. And this is karma. Boom. Collective, I do love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I love you, collective. It is I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cuts Tarot, and I will be back in a little while after this short intermission. All right, y'all have a great Thursday. I will be back. I'm going to have me some lunch. I love y'all very much. I'll see you in a bit.